Rabotai, another very important subject to discuss as it pertains to Kibud Avayim is that sometimes a boy or a girl, son or daughter, goes out with a prospective shidduch, and they like each other and they want to get married, but then for some odd reason, the parents say, no, I don't want you to marry this person. I want you to marry somebody else. So the question becomes, is a person mechuyav in terms of Kibud Avayim? Sometimes the parents are very, very stern about it. They insist you can't marry this person, you have to marry somebody else. Is somebody obligated by the law of Kibud Avayim to listen to his parents in a situation like that? So, in Kol Chadash Tachat HaShamesh, right, this is not a new question. The Maharik, Rabbeinu Yosef Kolon, a tremendous Italian Gaon, approximately 500 years ago, was asked this question. The Rama quotes him Halacha at the end of Yoreh De'ah, Siman Reshmim, and he says as follows. He says, just like we've established before, that a person is only obligated to honor his parents with regards to things that have to do with them, feeding them, clothing them, taking care of them, things of that nature. But things that don't have to do with them necessarily, things that have to do with me, that's not part of the mitzvah of Kibud Avayim. Therefore, if the person says, I don't want you to, the father says, I don't want you to marry this person. The halacha is that if the girl is good, the guy likes her, whatever it is, and in that situation, for the father to tell the son, I don't want you to marry her, I want you to marry somebody else. So basically the father's telling me to marry somebody else that I don't want to marry. And that could lead to hatred, that could lead to strife. And that's almost like transgressing the Torah's law, like the Gemara says in Masechet Kiddushin Daf Mem Aleph, that a person's not allowed to marry a woman until he sees her, because that could be a transgression of Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Therefore the Maharik rules la halacha that a person is not obligated to listen to his parents in that situation. Get married, b'sha'at tova u'mutzlachat. If they don't want to come, don't come. Right? There's situations like that. Sometimes parents are very, very stern like that. Okay, la halacha, that's the din. Marashdam, Rabbeinu Shmuel de Modena, another Italian Gaon in the times of Maran Bet Yosef, rules likewise la halacha. The Sheilot Utshuvot Mishpat Tzedek, Rabbeinu Meir Melamed, he also explains, he says, even though the poskim discuss about this having to do with the son, the same applies to the daughter as well. Let's say a daughter finds a person, a ben Torah, a good boy to marry, and the parent says, you're not going to marry him. Why? What's wrong? No, it's not mat'im, but everything else seems fine. He's good, Yerushalayim, whatever. And sometimes parents have crazy mishigasin that they don't want the children to marry such a person. La halacha, you don't have to listen. Nevertheless, Talmidei Chachamim have to be consulted to see how this doesn't create a rift in the mishpacha. Sometimes these things can cause blow-ups, and who knows what can come as a result. So it has to be done b'chokhmah. Nevertheless, Maran Zichrono Libracha, he writes in Alichot Olam, they have to be careful. What if the prospective shidduch is not tzanua, bad midot, the family's a bad family, well-known bad family? Over there, that's a different story entirely. Over there, that brings shame to the mishpacha, and over there a person is mechuyav not to marry this person if the parents ask him not to, because that's something that's nogeaz, that's something that directly impacts them. We find in Parashat HaShavua, Yitzchak Avinu told Yaakov Avinu before he left, he says, don't marry any women from Canaan because they were known to be bad, evil women from evil families. And Yitzchak said, I command you not to marry them. How could Yitzchak command Yaakov not to marry? What happens if he wants to marry? No, over there he's allowed to, because objectively those people were bad people. So all these things have to be done. The Chokhmah, have a wonderful day.